They call this place here a forest. You got lots of trees in it as well. That's Peary Burns playing in the forest where Robin of Sherwood, he came from here. He used to have a bow and arrow. That's what he used to shoot his game and vermin and little birds to make him be able to eat stuff. He was Robin of Sherwood, but this is just a normal forest. That's a big tree. Trees grow here. That's what gives you the shelter. Gives you loads of shelter from the wind. Makes it a really nice place to stay. This is a place called Turriff. And I was hoping I'd get down to the water coming down this way, but we'll see in a minute. If you get really hungry and have no food, then you can eat these little berries. They'll keep you alive for a good few days if you're stuck in the forest. Just going to be coming out the forest now, soon. These steps here, I'll take you up to the top if you want to go up. It's an old railway track. They used to have a railway here and they used to do mining coal. This is the remains of the old railway track. They used to haul the coal up there right down from the beach. It was a very hard job and you needed to be a big guy like Fat Man to pull the big thing up. As you can see, this is the forest there. It's very big. If you own a dog, then nowadays you've got to clean up your dog's shite. Gotta pick up your dog's shite off of the ground and put it in this box here. That's where you put all your dog shit. All the dog shit goes in there. Clean it up. No litter please, no dog shit. So if you've got a dog, you've got to pick it up nowadays. Didn't have to use to do that before. We got a bit of a river here. It's not flowing very well and I see no fish in it. But it's flowing very well over here, as you can see. We got the green stuff there growing in the river where the tadpoles, you get tadpoles, they live in among there. You get your scouse pole tadpole. Anyway, we'll have a look around again. Oh well, we got this here. That's not much use unless you've got a scrambler. Dog shit, dog shit, dog shit. Fucking dog shit, know what I mean? It's a very high place here. You got big trees and very up to the top. Most of these trees are about 400-500 years old. And I'm going to go up now where we used to haul the coal years ago. They used to be going up here. Big guys used to take up all the coal from down at the minery. And that tree there looks like a big old tree. I'd say that one is probably about 600-700 years old. That tree is. He's an old tree and used to have a branch growing out there, but someone cut it off. Only got a bit of a mark on him now. As you can see, I've come up here right to the top. That was a long way to haul the coal up from the minery. They used to pull up 100 weights at a time, and where very tough men like Fat Man would do the hauling. This time of year, then what happens is you get loads of these things going about underground. These are what you call leaves. Leaves grow on trees. That's a leaf, that's a normal leaf. And when they get all dried up to buggery, then they fall off, and that you know that it's autumn coming, which means you're in August, October sort of time. Anyway, just keeping watching here. We've got some woman coming along. She's out for a walk. I was taking a video and saw all the leaves. You get these people, some of them, they're always walking around, having a good walk out, having a walk, maybe going away for a pint. And yeah, it's quite a place, this, really. I mean, you got your trees, you got your one of leaves, you got your one a big Fat Man thing, and you got your thing for putting the dog shite in as well. This tree here is still growing. As you can see, it's stuck in there. That's its roots. You can see its roots growing into the ground, that tree, but it's still growing. It's not fucked up. It's just a normal tree, but I don't know how it's growing like that. It's a great place, this, for Peary Burns to come and play. As you can see, they're Peary Burns doing they're playing in the treery. Anyway, be good for here for firewood. I will come here and burn all these trees. That's more trees here. That tree is growing out the side of the ground as well. That's a big tree. That's about 400-500 years old, that tree. Getting less trees all the time as we meet the opening. This opening here takes you out of the trees, out back into normal land of living man. This is where normal man lives, out in what we call a town. In towns, living man, that's where he stays. Years ago, Romans built these blocks I don't know how they did it. They did very well at cutting the blocks then at days. That's another tree, you can see the roots, but it's been cut off because somebody needed some firewood some night. It's the same as you can see here. That tree's been cut off as well. That trees were probably quite old when they got cut off. But as you can see up there, that's the opening. That's how we'll be getting out of here and back into the land of the living man. And again, we've got the famous dog shit place. If you have a dog and your dog has a shit nowadays, you've got to clean it up and put it in that box. No shitty dogs, please. And that is the entrance to get into where the trees are. That's the entrance there into where the Robin Hood place is. And that's the road. If you drive a car and you need some petrol, you come to the petrol station. That's Central Engineers, and they stock Texaco petrol. Good for running your car and good for getting diesel that starts on a bad day. Just now I'm going to fill up my petrol tank anyway. Going to be filling up my petrol tank in here. The Crown Inn. If you want to have a pint, I think this is where you go, Crown Inn. Might be able to get a beer. Going to be filling up my petrol tank. Get maybe just 1 pint before tea time. Go and have a look, see if we can get in here, get a Piri Muti pint of beer. Looks like that's the door, so we'll go and have a look. Okay.